Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what's up? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos every week. So it's the holidays, people don't have money per se, and if it hasn't hit you personally, it might have hit your business. Inflation, price increases, all that is on the rise. So you might be losing customers, you might be seeing them less frequently, you might be losing out on some money. So during this time where inflation, recession, how do we keep our business going? So I'll be giving you and sharing some tips and strategies that I've used for my own business and how we've been surviving and how to continue to survive as prices increase and business flops. So we're gonna be getting into all of that right now. First tip that I'm going to give you is limit your spending. So buying only what you need to perform your services. So for all you people that like to go on Amazon, me included, that needs to be nipped in the bud. So we're not making any unnecessary purchases. If you don't need this nail art, I know there's a lot of new trendy things out and everything, and you want to have everything and you're excited, and save your money. Save your money. Now is not the time. If it's trending, it will probably still be trending in a little bit. Let's see how business goes before we start splurging on things that we don't necessarily need. So this is the first thing that I kind of stopped doing. Only buying and restocking what I already have, what I know my customers need. I'm not going out to buy anything new. Young Nails just had their Black Friday sale, and you know I'm a Young Nails fan, and I wanted to get a whole bunch of stuff, but I was like, no, Keisha, don't do it. So limit your spending on only things that you need to buy. And also buy during a sale time. Everybody's gonna have a sale. Again, Young Nails had Black Friday sale. Every company had a Black Friday sale. Cyber Monday sales Monday went on for like 2 weeks. There's gonna be end of the year sales. There's gonna be a beginning of the year sales. So keep a tab. I always have a little list on my phone in the notes of stuff that I need, stuff that I want. And when it comes time to buy stuff, I wait for the sale. Wait for the sales, save some money, or get your free shipping, something. Just wait for the sale to make those purchases. Also, you should avoid bulk purchases. So while I know that might sound a little funny, most time people buy in bulk because they want to save. But the thing is, if I'm spending so much money on all these nail files, let's say, and business is a little bit on the slower side, I don't really need that. It might hurt me more in a sense in the long run to buy something piece by piece instead of buying it by bulk. But if I don't have that demand right now, I don't really need to have 100 nail files in my drawer right now. If I know X amount will get me through the month, I'm gonna do it month to month. So you might wanna just watch buying these bulk purchases, large bulk purchases for some of the products. I mean, to each one's own, you can do what you choose to do, but I would avoid it if you saw a dip in your business. The second thing is manage your inventory. So we want to make sure that we are managing the stuff that we are using. So cotton balls, lint-free wipes, lotion, things that we carelessly use all day without really being mindful how much we're using. So especially like lint-free wipes and all that stuff like that. You know, we're not just going to use one and toss in and toss it. Be mindful of what you're doing. Sometimes when I'm setting up for the day, especially with pedicures, I always pre-set up my pedicures. I take out 5 lint-free wipes because I know I need 5. That's how many I need, so I'm not tempted to grab it or tempted to, that one gets dirty, now it's wasted. If you have certain customers coming in and you're setting up your nail table for them, take out what you need so you're not kind of losing or just grabbing stuff and wasting it. We want to be as careful as possible and mindful of how much we're using every single day on every single client. And on that note, use less products. So things like, again, lotion, your scrubs, foot soap, your soap for your pedicure. Use just a little bit less than what you normally would. We're not pumping up lotion and giving somebody a whole arm massage up to their shoulder. So just be mindful of how much you're using. Using a little bit less is going to stretch your supplies out, which means I have to restock less, which means I'm spending less money. So the third thing is push your lower costing services. So I know this sounds silly, like why would I push my cheaper stuff? Then try to get a higher ticket. The thing is, if people, let's say you lost someone that comes in and does full sets, she can't afford the fill-in, she can't afford the nail art anymore. So instead of her taking off her nails, I'm gonna convince her, why don't you just try to do a gel manicure until times get better? Why don't we just keep it clear? Why don't we just do a dry pedicure instead of a basic or a spa? You know your clients, whatever they normally get, if they're kind of on the fence with their money and they're trying to kind of watch their pennies, then we want to kind of downgrade them so we don't lose them while everything is going on right now. So we want to just push and remind people that we do have lower costing services. You don't have to totally abandon your nails and your feet, but push the lower costing services that are on your service menu. Another thing is you can opt to get rid of your deposits. If you are a technician that takes deposits for your appointments, you can either lower the cost or totally get rid of them. I mean, if you are someone that takes like $10 deposits, then lowering it to maybe $5, or just saying you don't have, I mean, the deposit is kind of ensuring you're gonna show up in a sense, but it also helps keep our pockets afloat while people are making appointments. So that's up to you if you want to totally get rid of it. But for example, I decided for the month of December, I lowered my deposits. My deposits for an appointment are usually about 50%. So sometimes some people, it could be anywhere from $25 to $50 a deposit to make an appointment with me. So I decided to, across the board, make my appointments $20 so that I didn't have the issue of people waiting. Some of my customers would wait to get paid if they made an appointment. Because again, if I did a mom and daughter and they're coming in, that could be like $80 she's dropping just to make the appointment. So some people would wait until they get paid, and I didn't want them to kind of miss out on their services because they were waiting to get paid, because they were pinching their pennies to come in and schedule. And then when she needs to schedule, there's nothing available. So I just said, I'm gonna make everything $20 so you guys can book out. I do allow them to book out, and that's the goal. I want them to book for January again, because that's my slowest month. So I want them, I'm trying to entice people to keep it going throughout the winter, and also to kind of help them out so that, for $20 you can hold your spot, get your appointment, and there won't be any need for waiting to get paid or waiting to get the money for the deposit. Another tip that I have for you is limit or reduce the cost of your extras. So things like snacks and beverages, get cheaper things for snacks. Unfortunately, I had to do this. I was serving we were bougie over here. We were serving the good water. I was having the skinny popcorn. Yeah, times got hard. So now we're serving little Poland Springs, because also people were wasting those big bottles of water. So that was upsetting me. You give somebody a bottle of water this big and they take 3 sips and you toss it. That hurts my heart. I'm very cheap and funny with money. So that was bothering me. So I got the smaller bottles of Poland Spring, but it's also more affordable. It made more sense. And snacks, I started shopping around for things that were a little bit more accessible. I always have the cookies. That's one thing. Instead of me buying so many box of the little, the little coffees, the instant coffees, I was doing Nescafe, and I would get 6 boxes of 12 packs. So now I just bought 1 box of 20. Let me buy that. It's a lot cheaper. Let's use that up. Again, not making these bulk purchases, because while I might be spending a little bit more in the long run, I think about money and what I have to spend today. That's just my mentality. Today I'm going to be spending X amount. Next month is another thing. I can't think about next month. We might be out of business next month. Who knows? Not good. But certain things we want to just limit to what we're buying. The snacks, I started to get a little bit more frugal with what I'm buying, how many coming in. My max was I'm not spending anything more than $15 for, let's say, a 30 pack of something. I still try to keep something in the room because, they're used to a certain level that I have here, but watching where I'm spending it. I'm not washing money away anymore in snacks and beverages. So we want to just be mindful of the extras that we're doing. Or unfortunately, if you can't afford it, people will understand. People understand. Let me just tell you this, having this conversation with so many women, especially women that have good jobs and out there, everybody's going through it financially. They will understand. If you're you know what, I can't serve coffee anymore. I can't have bottled water. I have to get a dispenser. I have that on my website too. You can get a dispenser and just have some regular like water in a thing and get some cups. It doesn't have to be bottled water. You don't have to have coffee. So if you have to get rid of all these things because you can't afford it, bring it back in the spring and just people will understand. So don't worry about they got used to a certain thing, so now I have to. Don't worry about it. No one cares. They're coming to get their nails done at the end of the day. This is not a soup kitchen. They're not coming to eat, so don't worry about it if you have to get rid of these things. Another tip I have is switch your non-crucial supplies to cheaper ones. So this is something like, let's say my pedicure soap, a lotion, my callus stuff, dehydrator, certain things that you feel won't make or break the service, that won't compromise your work. You can switch them out for something cheaper. So for example, my pedicure callus spray, I was using one type of callus spray. I've been using that basically all summer. So I went online, I needed some more. And honestly, the reason why I bought this was one, it was cheaper. The one I buy was like $12. This one was like $5 and change. So it was cheaper and I needed it. I think I ordered it on Tuesday. I was like, I need it Thursday. I don't have time to wait until next week. So the one I normally get was gonna come later on. So it was cheaper and it was gonna come here quicker. This stuff is amazing. This has been a game changer. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. Like, my customer was like, I want to like go home and rub my foot all over somebody, because like I got so jealous of everybody's feet that I was doing. I was like, I have to do my feet this weekend. I don't even need a pedicure, but I need to do my feet this weekend because I'm feeling everybody's feet. It's awesome. But the point is that it ended up working in my favor, but now it's actually something that I'm going to continue to use and I reduce costs for that callus spray. So if it's something that's not, again, we don't want to compromise the service. I don't want to say, don't switch your acrylic out for something cheaper, because that's going to compromise your work and how long your nails will last. But the little stuff, I had like little pink lint-free wipes. Yeah, those were like $3 more than the white ones. So guess what? We're not being cute right now. Now is the time we gotta make it. So I went back to my white ones. I'll be cute again when things get better. So we just want to be mindful of, like I said, the non-crucial supplies. Look for a cheaper version of something to get you by until things get better and picks up, and then you can go back to the cutesy fancy stuff. All right, guys. So again, if inflation and price increases has not affected you already personally, and it hasn't affected your business, congrats to you. It might happen still, so just be mindful of everything if you're watching this video, and be mindful of everything that I've said. If it hasn't happened to you, it can still happen. We're about to, I don't know if we're in a recession, basically. I feel like it is. Or we're on our way to recession. Either way, it's a little crazy right now, especially with the holidays coming up. So if you guys have any other suggestions, maybe for another nail tech on how you've been saving, or any other questions on how to reduce costs during these times, please always leave the comments below. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.